All right, we've got another gift from Nathan Huey.
Nathan Huey, you magnificent.
Well, wait. Welcome to the Whiskey Vault, by the way.
Bastard.
And by the way, it's not Daniel month. February.
Oh.
You missed. February is not Daniel month. March is Daniel month. Because we missed the first day. Well, donation day was a gift. Donation day was a gift. I was gonna start this Monday, but I forgot we were gonna be an Iron Root.
No, hold on. I think you were so slow on the draw.
No, I've got pages.
I think
and a list.
You missed the beginning of Daniel month.
No.
And now you're like, oh crap! I don't want to lose out on those days. Let's push it back a month.
So it's March now.
You know, here's the thing.
It's March now.
It's not March.
It's March. This is a gift from Nathan Huey. He's almost full weddle, but he's currently a patron saint.
I'm gonna need 2 hands for this thing.
Yeah,
Nathan Huey.
Patron saint.
Oh. Nathan Huey, patron saint of whiskey.
Ding. Ding. Okay, we're doing Kirkland's Irish Whiskey.
Yes. And there's been so many people looking for Kirkland. I think.
Yeah, we can't get it in Texas because they can't sell hard liquor in Costco.
But apparently, everybody else going to Costco in the country is curious about this whiskey.
Yeah. They've got a bunch of different Kirkland edition budget things, but this is the Irish, and it's 4 years old.
This is just a.
Now remember, in Ireland, just like in Scotland, it's a minimum 3. So they age this 1 extra year. And they say it's a blend of grain and malt, which basically just makes it similar to the budget Jameson, budget Tullamore.
Is this a space hat? So
yeah, it just smells like a good budget Irish whiskey.
Oh, well, I don't know. Sweet and thin on the nose. Do we know how much this costs? Because we can't get it here.
No, I don't.
Giant jug of whiskey.
My guess is it's in the $30 range because it's a larger bottle.
1.75 liters.
Might be less. Might be in the $20 range. So I still get all that bright, shiny grain, hint of citrus, lemon, kind of, a little bit of honey.
A little bit of honey
and a slight malty note.
Yeah, well, and it's not the quintessential buttered sugar cookie that you get from a lot of the nicer Irish whiskeys. I'm not getting the buttery note at all.
Oh, that tastes really nice. I mean, remember, my brain, I'm thinking budget Irish. Budget Irish. So here's where budget Irish comes out from my dad and I. We'll hang out. We'll get 2 bottles of scotch, fancy ones. Right. Pour 1 glass each of those, right. You know, probably at 1 ounce each.
Yeah.
And then if we keep hanging out and smoking cigars, we'll switch to a budget Irish whiskey as just like the refill whiskey.
Sure.
This would totally do as a refill whiskey.
I don't like it.
Why? It's sweeter than...
Everything about it seems a little out of balance and a little too brittle.
Well,
the sweet notes are a little too...
They're very sweet.
Like white granular sugar sweetness. It's not like a natural sweetness. And then nothing seems particularly rounded off.
I mean, I agree with all of those things, but that's where I had my expectations anyway.
I don't know, man. I expect more from the good people at Costco. It is actually kind of a great store. Like, we have a great Costco.
See, try the basic Jameson.
You breathe, look, you nose breathe.
That was me laughing.
It's just all fogged up.
There you go, it's like a defroster. I don't disagree with you on all of your taste notes. I do think you're right. It's a little bit more brittle than it should be. It's a little less balanced and rounded and cohesive.
So on the Jameson you just poured,
yeah,
has when I go Irish, I really want that butternote.
I would put this on par with budget Jameson.
Oh no, budget Jameson's nicer. I mean,
well,
they're not in the different universes.
No, they're on the same spectrum.
I would reach for budget Jameson
over this.
Yes.
If I was poured this thing, here's a really amazing Irish whiskey, I would be really disappointed. But I'm going into this thinking this is the budget of budgets. And in that category, I am satisfied with this as a budget whiskey.
So the budget of budgets.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what the budget is, though?
But for the price on this?
Yeah.
I'm
saying, you're saying the budget thing is like, well, it's a Costco. I'm assuming it's a low price. But I'm not gonna go in with this blanket exception to, well, I can't have amazing expectations because maybe it's only $10.
Looks like it's $25 to $30. So if you figure this is effectively more than 2 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah. So
This is more than 2 bottles of whiskey. This is somewhere between $10 and $15 a bottle.
so $10 and $15 a bottle.
Yes.
All right. All right. No, don't go in with high hopes.
No.
Go in with $10 to $15 a bottle expectations.
Yeah, but what I will tell you is, you're not going to have the way we reacted to military special scotch.
No.
You're not going to have that problem.
Yeah.
This is drinkable.
It's drinkable.
It's a little rough.
It's simple.
Yeah.
The sweetness is basic and a little honey maybe. If you love Irish whiskey and those classic notes, it's not going to have those rich notes.
No.
But mixing, man. If you're gonna make, are there many cocktails made with Irish whiskey? Do you think?
I mean, mostly like Irish coffee,
Right.
Or dropping Irish whiskey into a Guinness.
But there's bourbon. There's
But true
rye.
Irish whiskey in a cocktail?
Right.
I mean, I know they are, but most of the classic whiskey cocktails are
Right.
using either bourbon or scotch.
You think the Irish?
I just think
Notes
Irish whiskey
just
is
get-
so subtle that
just
it
get
gets
overwhelmed?
buried.
He keeps reminding me we have.
No. I was trying. So this is the story of Glencairn, which I thought was kind of cool. Someone in Facebook gave us the story of Glencairn.
Go for it.
So it comes. Where's the name Glencairn come from? By the way, this is Tommy Barath
Yep.
in Facebook.
From House Baratheon.
And he said Glencairn replied to him, and basically what they did was they cut and pasted the story from the Glencairn marketing stuff. Raymond Davison set up a company 40 years ago. He's looking for a name that said Scotland uniqueness and quality. Shocking. Sounds like a mission statement. He didn't go to a branding agency. He grew up on Glen Road in Airdrie, proud of his roots and the Scottishness of the company, whatever that means. Glen. So he decided to start with Glen. Surprising. I mean, of course, right? The name of the house he moved into in Bothwell was Cairn Cross. Cairn Cross. So he figures Glencairn is the name that they used to make their glass, and it came from a highly respected crystal company. So essentially the name Glencairn for the whiskey glass came from the house he lived in and a road he lived on.
Huh. Yeah. Fair enough. Richard Jenkins, cork or screw cap for whiskey bottles. Is it taken as seriously as it is for wine? Thoughts? I'm partial to the synthetic corks.
Yeah, me too. If I have to pick my preferred,
Yeah.
I like the feel of opening a corked bottle.
Yes.
And I like the fact that I don't have to worry about a synthetic cork rotting or drying out or crumbling.
Yes.
Right?
And then the screw caps, they're always like this really thin metal, like you would pull off of something
Now-
that doesn't cost $40, $50.
On a purely aesthetic side,
Okay.
I prefer the feel of pulling a cork out of a bottle. Synthetic or whatever. Right?
They did real cork here. Or is that a synthetic made to look real?
That's real.
Okay.
Yeah. But my real preference is something that keeps the whiskey from leaking out of the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And with the synthetic cork, like, you can leave, you probably shouldn't, but you can leave bottles on their side.
Yeah, you really could.
With natural cork, do not leave
It'll eat it.
bottles on the side.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have more energy
After
soon.
tomorrow's video's over.
Are we sure we're gonna?
We got one more.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may I fight for a
If you
friend.
steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.